to $1 million a coin, $2 million a coin, $5 million a coin, $10 million a coin. And when it's $6 million a coin, there's going to be a bunch of people really angry at themselves that they didn't buy it at $1 million a coin. And so I think once you understand it to be the center of the financial universe, right? It's basically the fulcrum around which we all generate leverage. It is the frame of reference of all value and scarcity.
비트코인은 자산 세계의 패러다임 전환을 나타냅니다. 유한 공급량은 2,100만 개의 토큰으로 제한이 되며 93% 이상이 이미 유통이 되고 있죠. 돈과 같은 전통적인 유한 자산에 대한 유니크함은 비트코인을 강력한 가치 저장소로 만들게 되는 근본적인 이점이라고 볼 수가 있습니다. 비트코인의 진짜 혁신적인 부분은 비트코인을 재산으로 분류한다는 점인데요. 이미 많은 국가들은 비트코인을 재산 강화로 인식을 하고 있으며 상당한 법적 및 세금 혜택을 제공하고 있습니다. 보안 및 신뢰성에 있어서도 비트코인은 출시 이후 최고의 성능을 발휘하는 자산 중에 하나였죠. 2024년 비트코인은 역사적으로 강세 랠리를 촉발할 새로운 공급을 줄일 예정이며 이는 기관의 관심 증가와 결합이 되어서 전례 없는 성장의 발판을 마련하게 될 겁니다. 그러면 추가적으로 마이클 세일러의 이야기를 한번 들어볼 수 있도록 하겠습니다.
I think the right way to think of this is Bitcoin is going to grow in a serpentine pattern with rapid burst of growth, some drawdown, but on an exponential curve, right now it's like 45 or 50% compounded annual growth for the past 3.5 years since we got involved. And I think it'll just continue to grow at a high growth rate between 20 and 40 or 20 and 50% for the next 1 to 2 decades. And it'll gradually, the overall long-term growth will probably go from 45% annual to 40 to 35 to 30 to 25 to 20. And it'll hit a terminal growth rate of like 15%. And when it hits that terminal growth rate, maybe 20 years out, maybe 25 years out, it'll be growing twice as fast or compounding twice as fast as the S&P index or any other diversified high-quality portfolio of assets you could buy. So where we are now, we're going to double, we're going to double again, we're going to double again, we're going to double again. Bitcoin's going to continue to progress to $1 million a coin, $2 million a coin, $5 million a coin, $10 million a coin. And when it's $6 million a coin, there's going to be a bunch of people really angry at themselves that they didn't buy it at $1 million a coin. I think once you understand it to be the center of the financial universe, right? It's basically the fulcrum around which we all generate leverage. It is the frame of reference of all value and scarcity. Once you get that idea, then the logical thing to do is just to continue to sweep your cash flows into it from month to month to quarter to year to year. You could call that dollar cost averaging, or you could just call it, savings. But, there's no end in sight. I mean, if I told you could buy Bitcoin at 100,000 and it was going to go to 6 million and you were going to get 60x your money, then why wouldn't you? I think that the industry is going to be very dynamic. To be clear, if I had $1 billion right now to invest, I would buy Bitcoin. I wouldn't buy anything else. I wouldn't buy a building. I wouldn't buy an altcoin. I wouldn't buy a power company. I wouldn't buy land. I wouldn't buy real estate. I wouldn't buy a sports team. I wouldn't buy a Picasso painting. There's nothing on earth that I would buy other than Bitcoin if I had that money. I think everything else is risky. I don't say you can't make money in those other businesses. You can. Bernard Arnault makes money in a lot of businesses I don't understand. And so I respect them all. It's just I don't advocate or endorse any of them. I think that if you're the best in the world at something, you know it. You don't need me to tell you. And if you're the best in the world at something, you should go do that thing. You'll probably make money in it. What I believe is if you're not the best in the world at something and you simply want to make an investment and forget about it for 100 years, you buy Bitcoin and just be very careful about, how you maintain the keys or how you custody it so you don't lose the keys and the like. And then the market will do the rest of the work for you.
마이클 셀러는 말 그대로 본인의 말이 허황된 꿈이 아니라는 것을 현재 본인의 포트폴리오를 통해 명확히 근거를 제시해주고 있습니다. 현재 그는 전 세계에서 가장 많이 비트코인을 보유하고 있을 뿐만 아니라 현재 미실현 수익으로는 1.6조 가량으로 굉장히 크게 업셋이 되었다고 하죠. 당투의 근본이라 볼 수 있는 마이클 셀러의 비트코인 미래가치 전망은 단 한치의 흔들림도 없이 꾸준히 계속해서